if you just plug into Eric and Marina and what they do, you're gonna just, some things are taught, some things are caught. And it's beautiful to be virtual, but I have to tell you, when you come to events like this, there's just some things that you just pick up, right? Some things are taught, some things are caught. So my couple of nuggets of wisdom that I would love to share with you, if I can, ding, is this. Number one, people don't join companies, people join leaders. People join people that they relate to, that they like. And so today we live in the attention economy. So my question to you would be, how are you showing up every single day? Would you join you? Would be the question. So that's the question that I've been asking myself for the last 20-something years in this industry. And one of my mottos was, if I don't sweat because I'm so uncomfortable, every single day, that I'm snoozing at the wheel. And you guys, who wants to be a part of a depression session, right? Unsubscribe. So number one, we need to build a personal brand. And your personal brand is gonna build your business. Check mark, right? Now, second nugget, people are like Santa, they're always watching. You guys, let us write this down. This is like so appropriate. We're in the Christmas spirit, but this is year-round truth, right? People are watching you, and therefore, you gotta give them something fun to watch. Now, if you're uncomfortable, how many of you have kids? And then your kids are so good at like de-edifying. Oh, hi, baby, yes. Finally, yes. You guys, how many of us have kids and they're like, Mom, that is so cringy, right? So how do we not be so cringy? Well, here's my strategy is you gotta do the 30-day rule. Whatever makes you uncomfortable. Let's say recruiting. How many of us, you're deadly afraid of recruiting? Here's how I see it. You can either suffer for 5 years because you talk to one person every other day, or you can set a goal to talk to 100 people in like 30 days. If video like makes you uncomfortable, right? Just do a 30-day little bit of like rip off the Band-Aid. You show up live every day, or you show up and do a TikTok every single day. So when you do it in runs like that, first of all, it's okay to be cringy, because if you don't look back and just like shock yourself, then you're moving too slow, right? So 30 days, I think is really fabulous. Baby, what else can you say? I'm just kidding, it's my turn. All right. I had a thought, did it like escape? What happened? How many minutes do I have left?
10 seconds.
Basically, yes. Okay, so you guys, you gotta have fun, right? Because later, all this cringy, you're outlining your protocols and get it better at this profession. And I want you to remember this, it's a profession. Eric said it, he meant it. So the quicker you can just get there, it's better. And then the cringiness is gonna be comedic value later. You're welcome, thank you, that was great.
Thank you, Nadia. John Melton, everybody.
But I love being with people. I couldn't wait to be out here. And, we bought our VIP tickets. We were coming to this no matter what. And then he asked us to speak on the recruiting panel. And recruiting is actually my favorite, but I got super burnt out. And what got us to 6 figures, because I love all the storytelling because it's inspiring. Would we all agree? You hear like a story and it relates to you, it lights you on fire. That's what happened for me. Facts tell, stories sell. A story sold me on getting committed, taking this business serious years ago. And the thing that helped us go from average results to savage results in our business was recruiting up, recruiting A players, business owners, people with business mindsets, entrepreneurial-minded people with network marketing experience. We started recruiting up, but that was back in 2008, 2009, which is right around the time you got involved. How many of us had a business background and got involved in network marketing around 2007, 8, 9, 10? Because I know a lot of business professionals, a lot of top network marketing leaders got involved in the space right around that time. And that was our first year earning 6 figures, but again, we got burnt out. So we started paying attention to social, talked a lot about that this weekend, but what we started to do is use a simple system for exposure. How many have ever heard expose, involve, upgrade? Expose, involve, upgrade. So we started exposing people to our group. We had a Facebook group. We created this ATM system, add tag message, where we would add people into a group. So instead of inviting them to a home meeting presentation or sending them a video, we would add them to a group, tag them in a video. And it became super simple for duplication. And for me, that was the biggest difference in the world. Because again, I love recruiting, I love building this business, but I wanted to figure out a way to do it from home and work smarter and not just harder. So that was a game changer for us. And that's how we went from 6 figures a year to multiple 6 figures a month, because we were able to build a business all over the world versus only in our backyard within 2 hours of our home. So that made the biggest difference. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, John. 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗧𝗏.
Hi, everybody. So what I want to talk to you about is literally market launch. What Nadia and John talked about was great, and I don't want to duplicate what they talk about. For if you have an opportunity in your business to do another market, take the opportunity, okay? I know it's going to take double the work and even more, okay? Because you got to keep working your current business. What's the new market? It's there. It's not signed in already. They're not committed with you yet. You're just kind of reaching out and like appealing it to you. So that pre-launch, depending, each marketing has different way to do the pre-launch. But try to be strategic with your pre-launch. Try to learn the culture of this market. Try to learn the way they do things, their time zone. Try to get in their level. It's really important. And that was literally my success with my team. Like I grew my market, that market launch, I had 70% of that market. When I heard it, I was like blown away. I was like, I did this? I was so into it. I did the 90-day run with the pre-launch. I did a 90-day launch with the pre-launch, and then the launch happened. And then I did another 90-day launch. Why? Because all these new people, they didn't have me as a coach. And they have people behind, under them, right? And I want them to know my knowledge. My knowledge, because if they know my knowledge, they can't blame it like, oh, well, my upline didn't tell me this, right? So I want to do another 90-day pre-launch with them knowing all the base of the company. And then I know my team is ready to a little ease. I let them breathe and take off on their own. Because if you're taking everything, like I did the 90-day pre-launch and I did a 90-day launch with them, if you do all this all the time, they will never become independent. So you do have to release that cord eventually when they join you, but that you got to appeal to them. So the way I did it is I really, presentation, you got to do them. And if you stop, well, your results is not going to show up. You do the presentation, you appeal to them, you stay authentic, you keep your 2 feet on the ground. That's how I did it, and I know many of you probably relate to this. And I want you guys to understand that the pre-launch or a market launch, take advantage of it because it can explode your business really big.
𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗧𝗏, well done. Brandon.
So we have more common sense many times in real life scenarios than we have in network marketing, okay? And I don't know why we don't connect sometimes. So anybody started a fire before? Anybody out there virtually ever start a fire? Okay, a campfire, none of us get one stick, light the stick, and just wait till that stick burns out before we go find another stick, relight that stick. We don't do that, do we? No, because that's exhausting. So that's what Eric's talking about, recruiting in bunches. You light the one stick, and then like literally if you just don't go get another stick, that one stick is going to burn out. There is a life cycle to a distributor. You guys need to be aware of these life cycles. So if you'll get a bunch together at one time, what happens? You get the one stick kind of lights the other stick, and before long, if you've got enough sticks, you can't be over the sticks because it's too hot. You got to step back. If you get one distributor at a time, you got to stay by that distributor, guard that distributor. If the wind blows, it's going to quit. Like if the first objection, they quit. If you get a few distributors together, they kind of fuel each other. and the objections come, but there's like fear and missing out. So that's the first thing, guys. Build your network marketing business the same way you build fires, okay? Bring a group together and they'll light each other up. The other thing is this. I drastically underestimated how big of a difference it is when it comes to recruiting with what's going on in my head. Okay, so there's 4 pillars of belief in this profession. And what I'm about to tell you has it's my go-to. And for me personally, when I'm not recruiting good or in my organizations, if you're not having success, it's one of these 4 areas. It's either you don't have enough belief in your products or service, the company you're with, network marketing, or yourself. Those are the 4 pillars, okay? And let me explain to you a visual of how just improving it by 1%, like if you're at 80%, if you get to 81%, it makes a difference, okay? Let me give you this illustration. So I've been married 30 years, right? It's hard to believe. I got married really young, and thanks to this world of health and wellness, we kind of like, I'm with you on the 50. Like, you got a choice at 50. You got a choice. And so what if before I got on the plane a couple days ago, I told my wife of 30 years, babe, I love you. You're amazing. And I just want you to know I'm 99% committed to our marriage. What do you mean it's 9? That's a lot. It's not enough, is it? See, you don't care about the 9. She doesn't care about the 99%. She only cares about the 1%. If you guys will get 1% better in those 4 pillars, eventually you'll be 100% and you will be a recruiting monster. Just 1%.
Well done, well done. And Jilly.
Okay, if you've ever heard me speak, we're gonna start with a breath. I'm gonna bring it back into the moment because this is what I do. So if you guys all wanna join me, I know a lot of you are staring at a screen, so let's just drop into the moment. Breathe all the air out of your mouth. Take a big, deep breath in the nose. And then out the mouth in a sigh. Well, usually when I do this to my audience, we all do it together. So I'm like, breathe, you guys, breathe. We're here, we're here. I'm all about the present moment. I'm all about the present moment. Those of you who are on here have been staring at the screen, listening to so much information. I'm gonna bring it in with a story that's going to help ground all of this information in. I know that some of you on here have been just processing a lot. So let me tell you a story about Jilly and her first GoPro event. Colton's here, one of my upstreams, that's what I call it. And if you follow me, you'll hear a lot of water words. So my first GoPro, the stage was like this big, and I'm so far away. And I see all these people get on stage, and I'm like, there's whatever, right? That's not my thing. I don't like what they're saying. I had something to say about everything. And I was overloaded, and I was overstimulated. And I kept going back to this thing I learned about water. Absorption. So if you are sitting here listening to all of these different ways of recruiting and strategies, remember that you are also absorbing information, way more information than your conscious mind can even comprehend, okay? So what I'm gonna give you is an action step, this. So first thing, every single action step that every single person has given you and you wrote down, you're gonna go back and you're gonna circle them. You're gonna circle every action step. So when you're reviewing your notes, circle the action steps first. Second thing, do the 90-day. You asked me how I recruit people, do the 90-day. I'm not gonna give you any new information because I feel like this is what the water does. It just cleans up the information, right? So after you do the action steps, you're gonna commit to doing the 90-day, and you are going to commit to showing up every single day on your social media with one thing that you learned, and you're going to teach it. You're going to teach every single day. All of us are going to become teachers. Add that to your 90-day. And when you add that to your 90-day, this is the one thing. I grew my team in the 90-day more than I ever have before because I taught and I taught and I taught and I taught. So if you want to know the secret of recruiting, let people absorb you. Let people see you. Let people see the little in-between moments of what you're struggling with and how you could be better, because what they're going to see is the water within you and the water within me. And what Eric said about being in the present moment, you guys hear that? Put your teeth together. Just a little bit. Put your teeth together. You guys feel that? You put your teeth together? We're vibrating. Sometimes it's not just about yelling and screaming and this is my product and this is what I do everywhere. It's about being the leader, showing up, being the embodiment of it, and people will come to you. So hydrate yourselves. Love you guys. Liquidate that.
Chili, everybody. Hey, everybody, show your love for this entire group. Thank you all for your contribution. I love you all. Appreciate it.